weed, pot, dope, cannabis, grass, marijuana. For years, people have thought only bad things about this plant, but that's exactly what it is, a plant, something that grows in the ground, and it is not as bad as people make it out to be. It is the use or the misuse of it that is good or bad, not the plant itself. I think that it is time we look past all that we have been told about the dangers of marijuana and see that it is actually has real medical uses. My belief is if weed was not a type 1 drug and it was something a scientist created, it would be legal. I would first like to start off with a little history of the use and regulation of marijuana. For thousands of years, marijuana has been used as herbal medication and for intoxication. But modern science is much different. Things have changed. By 1931, in America, 29 states had been prohibited its use for non-medical purposes. Then, in 1937, the federal government first got involved with the Marijuana Tax Act, which made anyone producing, selling, or using marijuana for medical purposes to register and pay a tax, and which also effectively prohibited non-medical use of the drug. Then, in the late 1960s, there was a large increase in marijuana use in young teens and young adults, which led to the government to take even harsher action. In 1970, the Controlled Substance Act was passed, which classified marijuana as a Schedule I drug. A Schedule I drug does not have any medical use and it can get abused very easily. But as I will explain to you now, recent studies have shown that marijuana actually has medical uses, and according to a 1997 Institute of Medicine study, there were upwards of 30 potential uses. Shortly after the passage of the Controlled Substance Act, a UCLA researcher discovered the first medical use of marijuana. While researching ways which the police could use to tell if someone had been smoking marijuana, he unintentionally discovered that the use of marijuana helps reduce pressure in the eyes, which helps people who are suffering from glaucoma, a group of diseases which are the second leading cause of blindness in the world. These findings were able to help save many glaucoma patients from blindness. This change also allowed for more research to be done, which led to even more discoveries about the medical assistance of marijuana. Soon afterwards, when chemotherapy was just starting to be used, some patients who were also marijuana smokers realized that it helped reduce the nausea that is often caused by chemotherapy. And even though current science has created better drugs to help fight the nausea, it is still one of the many positive uses of marijuana. Pulmonary specialists and federal government researchers from UCLA Geffen School of Medicine finds that marijuana does not cause lung cancer in the study of the effects of cannabis in the lungs. The fight goes on every day about the use of medical marijuana. Should it be legal? Should it be illegal? I think this is a fight that will never be solved. I also believe that in a few years that the government will make pot legal because it will make money for our country, and since we are in so much debt, I could see that happening.